kurang bisan wa jangama kurang bisan ya matrenelo Yandem marong yandem jai kai wai yandem marong suma yandem marong kai wai kurang bisan wa jangama mernala big wajal sumanje ke naise yo ya maton yen kilime na fonye bang fan tv yen kilime na fonye bang fan tv yen kilime na fonye bang gasiti kadomo wallahi yen kilime na fonye.
Welcome back to Fine TV. This is the last session for today's EDUSA Policy Debate Series 2.0. Suddenly, we were from hosting the vice presidential candidates from both Team Renaissance and Team SSC, as the atmosphere is highly political and election is just at the corner on Tuesday. Monday, people are going to attend the convention and also listen to the policies and programs of various candidates. There is also another platform where that opportunity is going to be given to various candidates. And in the studio, we have the heavyweight candidates, that is the presidential candidates, the head of the council of the various candidates. So this is a very important this show is very much important because these are the people that are going to man the council. They are going to be the head of the council. It is important we know a lot of things about them. It is important we know a lot of things that they have been doing. It is important what are the things they are going to do for EDUSA, what qualities did they possess, what are their capabilities, what can they do for us. So all those things are going to be unveiled here. Sit down, relax, and make sure you listen to the program attentively. We are going to be taking them through various proceedings, including their track records, their leadership experiences, their backgrounds, and also what do they have in the store for EDUSANS, their policies and programs, and also their messages for EDUSANS. Where are they going to be the better candidates so that students can make that decision on the 26th, which will affect their life for the next 1 year. As usual, I'm Ismail Ajasi, the Information and Communication Minister of the 14th Executive Council, your host for today's program as well as the final session, EDUSA Policy Debate 2.0. Good evening, candidates from various camps. Good evening. I may not wish to talk about or mention their names. I'll give them the opportunity to introduce themselves. So starting from the gentleman there, I'll give him the opportunity to introduce himself. And in the introduction, you may talk about your educational background somehow without wasting much time. And I can do that.
Thank you so very much, our honorable host, and then thank you, Fine TV. Thank you, my co-presidential aspirants, and of course, few, but thank you to people who are here and watching us live, physically here. My name is Alasan Jai, alias Malcolm X Jr., very popular and well known. I am from Chairman Yanija, where I did my basic cycle school and became the best graduating student during my grade 9. I left for Armitage, where I also become the best graduating art student, coupling with the awards for the best history and government student. Came to the college, then go to Demphai Basic Cycle School, where I equally serve as the head of the social science department. Left Demphai, came to Jarumbe Koto. I served as the head of the sport department, then proceeded to Kudang, where I served as the head of social science department as well as a senior master. Alasan is a vibrant, agile, young, and humble emerging leader. I'm the founder and president of Literary Success School of the Gambia. And of course, I am an avid writer, a populist author whose work is used in school. Alasan is a trainer for leadership. I have facilitated leadership trainings for international leadership movement. It's an international organization. I am a leadership trainer. I facilitated training for Nemasu Press Club, where I train them on patriotism and nationalism. Alasan is an avid researcher. Alasan is an international IBEDI alumni. Alasan is a mentor. Alasan is a coach. And as we speak, Alasan is on the verge of launching 4 books, one of which encompasses lives, political, social, and economic affairs of the University of the Gambia. Alassane is writing a book titled, or he has already written a book, written publication titled A Grain of Thought in Africa. That is the way it is, a novel. Drotonyani and other poems is also on the way. Alassane has been doing it and been doing it and been doing it. These are just a brief um, uh, analysis or expression of my track record, ranging from academics and leadership approaches. I have learned to a point that I no more listening to people lecturing or teaching about leadership, but I'm given the opportunity by international organizations to teach them about leadership. This is Alassane, just a brief encounter of my experiences. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Njai, an amazing introduction. From the introduction, I learned that he's a teacher. Probably we may also hear the same thing from the other candidates as well. We are going to establish whether they are all teachers, so it's going to be a teacher debate. Yes, coming to the next presidential candidate, Madam, you can also introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Honorable Ismaila Jassi. And thank you, Fine TV Gambia, your only viewpoint. And special thanks to my fellow aspirants candidates for honoring this invitation. And thanks to the few students that leave all their precious time, all their busy schedule to come and watch us live and direct. So I'll take this opportunity to greet Edusans, and I'll always start with my famous quote, great people of Edusan. I use this quote almost throughout the classes of my campaign because I have this belief that EDUSA were great and greater than all sister schools within the University of the Gambia. I go by the name Anna Manga, a third year student, a majored in economy and a minor in public administration. Anna Manga, here in front of you, was born and brought up in Lamen and started my schooling in Lamen there at a school called Lamen Daranka. And my leadership qualities or skills started way back in grade 3, where I just started as a class prefect, proceed and become a head girl in that school. And the trend still continue mantling the highest position in junior school. The trend continue. I handle the highest position in Amitech Senior Secondary School as a head girl in 2015. This trend have continued following me from Armitage. I was admitted to the Gambia College, graduated in 2015. I was posted within the combos here. I said, no, I want to go and serve URR. In URR, when I was in that school in 2017, was when I went there. Since then, until I leave, I have served as a coordinator for Amnesty International. I have served as a coordinator, peer health, that is Nova Scotia Gambia Association. I have served as the HOD for sport. I have served as the head for science department, teaching 3 different subjects in that noble school. I have 4 years teaching experience in that school. I left for regional transfer, come to region 2, go to Kafuta. When I was in Kafuta, the same trend which I started in Diabogo, I brought it the same to Kafuta, where I continue my project, which is still continue as a coordinator for Amnesty International Kafuta, still a coordinator for peer health, and still handling some other leadership portfolios in Kafuta. Anna Manga here is a trainer of public speaking. Just last month, I conducted a training for Global Peace Ambassadors, which is a global organization where I serve as a public speaker trainer. So I will cut the story short here due to time factor, but this is about Anna and more to come.
Thank you so much, viewers. I don't know whether you're observing something here. Mr. Njai said that he was from Ambitage, and Anna also mentioned the same thing, and Mr. Njai also mentioned that he was a teacher. He is still a teacher. The same thing to Anna. So let's hear from the honorable gentleman here also. You may introduce yourself here.
Hello, assalamu alaikum, everybody. Here before you is Bara Jalo, famously known as Barak. Good evening, our most vibrant, fine TV that almost covers every EDUSA's program. We are so much glad always to be with you, and then we want you to keep being with us always. And a special greeting to the entire students at the University of the Gambia, and more especially a special and most noble greeting to the EDUSANT. Here before you is your independent candidate who have come to build a history. They are telling me this is the first time ever in the history of EDUSA to have an independent candidate. Well, before going far, I want to give you a little bit about Bara Jallow, who is sitting before you here today. Bara Jallow is from Jara Misira. He started his primary school at Jara Misira, where he did his primary school from grade 1 to grade 6, and further proceed to Japine, Jara Japine, where I did my junior school from grade 7 to grade 9. From there, I proceeded to Amite Senior Secondary School. I did my grade 10 to grade 12 at Amite Senior Secondary School. Now, from Amite Senior Secondary School, I proceeded to the Gambia College, where I did my PDC, Primary Teaching Certificate. And from there, it came back to, went to the system and served. I served 1 year, 2 years. From there, I came back again for my advanced diploma in primary. I did advanced diploma, majored in mathematics and sciences. From there, I was posted back again to Region 6, where I served three different clusters. I served in the Woodlands, I served in Tumana, and I served in Jimara. After serving three different clusters in URR, I helped many students in URL try to build a future. And again, it echo comes back to me. As you are building people to become better individuals for this country, it's better you go and rebuild yourself to become much stronger. As a result of that, I came back to the University of the Gambia, starting fresh as a student at the University of the Gambia. Here before you is Bara, who is now in his third year, majoring geography and minoring environmental sciences at the University of the Gambia. Now, getting into my leadership experience, of course, almost from starting from scratch, I have always been a leader. From the primary school, touches down to junior school, touches down to senior secondary school. Seated before me here, these are my juniors. Malcolm can be a witness of my leadership when I was at Amite Senior Secondary School as the assistant head boy, commonly called Safos at Armitage. The Safos name comes as a result of the traditional colonial system that was at Armitage Senior Secondary School. As a matter of fact, the head boys are not called just head boy. They are given that at least respectful name by go that which that goes the name that called Safo in the local and in our local language means the person who is a head of a district or a region. So in the junior school, at Japanese Junior School, I was the senior counsel. I serve as a senior counsel, and I also serve as the president of the Red Cross Association on the Japanese, and also serve. I was also a member of the Peer Health Group Association. From there, now coming down to primary school, I was also a counselor. So you can see from primary school touches down to junior school, then writing down to senior secondary schools, I serve in different leadership positions. Now, after going through this experience of leadership, as you say, I there proceed to the Gambia College. Now, in the Gambia College, my first year I was the mayor student, and my second year I started handling leadership positions. I was the Minister of Culture and Agriculture during my PTC time. From there, I also served as the speaker.
Are you entering into leadership track record?
Yes, entering into my leadership track record.
We will come back to that. That is also another session. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Then when we start to talk about leadership, then we can go a little bit deeper about it.
Yeah.
So here, thank you very much, Mister.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Evidently, they all manifested it. They are all teachers and also proud product of Amite Senior Secondary School. So the question is the seniority going to be observed here? Barab had mentioned that these are, his genius. So you don't know whether the seniority is going to be observed or is going to be, as usual, the political debate, the presidential class, as caption. Okay, we will continue with the debate, and it's getting interesting as we heard from all of them. They had an amazing background. They all had a good educational background. They all attended various institutions, and also they are all trained teachers, certified teachers, and also currently they are all students at the University of the Gambia, School of Education in particular. Coming back to Mr. Njai, the presidential candidate for Team SSC, Alasan Njai is the presidential aspirant. Mr. Njai, coming back to you, in your introduction, you talk about a bit of your leadership track record. But this question is going to be very specific based on that. Could you take us through your leadership track record?
Very beautiful. I think these are one of the best questions I can answer. When I came to Demphai, down the border, they have never come to the combos for excursion. I did mention that I was the head of the social science department. I mobilized them for the first time. I brought them a nationwide tour twice.
Wow.
In Denfai, I was made a Kunda master, Blue Kunda, which has a track record of always taking last and students athletes run away from that Kunda. I brought that Kunda. I took up the Kunda that year, that challenge. I finished first.
Wow. Amazing.
New athletes that I groom, I put confidence in them. We excel first for the first time. Denfai. I organized a talent competition in Denfai for the first time. We moved. I'm not coming to my junior and senior school level. This is the schools when I was serving. I moved to Jarumbe Koto, upper and senior secondary school, head of the sport department. For the first time, the school was the youngest school to compete in the National Athletic Championship in Basse. My school, grade 11. And for the first time, the school, that was under my list as the coach, the first time the school participated in the National Championship of Gala football, grade 11. I went to the final against Amitich, and we played the final in Bansang. And everybody in these schools can attest my leadership skills and on the unprecedented records I have set, where I sacrifice my monies, where I sacrifice my resources, where I sacrifice my time, where I mold students and teachers alike to achieve success in that particular school. When I left Jarmekoto, the monitor called me and told me, you are missing and you missed a big gap. I moved to Kudang Upper and Senior Secondary School as the head of the social science department. The same thing that happened in Denfai, I brought them twice, nationwide, to coordinate everybody. Become a senior master, I solve teachers' problems. 100%. I found a deeply rooted problem in Kudang. All of you can attest that you one time saw Kudang on Watson Gambia. I solved that problem as a senior master. And as I'm speaking, I hope Kudang people can see me. Deeply rooted problem. I solved the problem entirely. And until today, some of you can attest to my activities in Kudang until today, my influence in Kudang, because of those leadership track records. So when it comes to succeeding in leadership and my track records, I think they are beyond measure. Literally Success Club the Gambia, I found it. And I am the president. I bring together Gambians across. I train them, I empower them, and this includes university students. My leadership track record has made me mentor and coach series of programs in leadership, and ranging from one of the most priorities of every nation to ensure its sovereignty and territorial integrity, which was on patriotism and nationalism. And as a leader, I have been training people on this. Have that quality. This is just a bit. Education and Research Minister of EDUSA. Everybody, even the blind people, have seen what I have done. Everything that I have achieved in EDUSA, aside from the tutorial cycles and solving problems of students' academic, everything I have done is unprecedented. It has never happened. All the trainings I have done, everybody knows. And for the records, they are here. I was on top of them, all the council members. All of them, you put what they do together, you bring what I input, you discover that I did better than them as a minister. My track record in leadership is all success, success, and success. And this I have proven beyond doubt. It has given me the courage to come again and say, I want to prove more and more and more. This is, and let me tell you, these are just a few of it, because time don't allow us. If I start from my primary school, upper basic, and senior school, you will not finish it, excluding my international experiences, where I was handled by a professor because of my participations and influence in my trip at the Ibedi International Residency. A professor had to hold my hand and pull me aside. He told me, Alasan, you are indeed a serious scholar. So I'm not limited to only saying I won. I have the desire, no, but I have the ability to do. I have the network, I have the ideology, I have the ideas, and I have the technical and intellectual know-how to succeed as a leader. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Amazing leadership track record from Mr. Njai. They are all going to be given 4 minutes to talk about your leadership track record. Coming to the presidential candidate for Team Renaissance, Anna Manga, you can also talk about your leadership track record. You may talk us through. You have 4 minutes to do this.
Thank you, Ismaila. Sometimes people ask these questions: are leaders made or born? I would tell you, I am a born leader. For my leadership qualities, like I mentioned earlier, started way back in primary school and way before even that, that is the church aspect and so on. But that aspect, I don't want to talk about it. So coming to, let me start with university or college. After my college, I was posted at John Pickering Lamen here. For the first time, according to Madam Dow, have a person to go and tell her, please change my posting and take me to provincial Gambia. It takes only the heart of a leader to do that type of sacrifice for a nation. I was moved from the Combos to Basse. When I went to Basse, it was the same. I was posted in the heart of Basse, a school called St. George's. Sadi Bujame was the one who helped me to do my change. I told him, look, I leave Combo to come to Region 6 to serve the most remotest villages, for they might not have the opportunity to have qualified teachers from the Gambia College and also have young girls like me who will serve as a motivation to them. And this was how I was moved to Diabugu Batapa. Moving to Diabugu Batapa in those years, just 1 year that I met Adaza there, the following 2 years, I was the only female teacher in that school. Being the only female teacher in that school, I have done a lot of success in that school. For first time being the HOD for the sport, collaboration with my team members, the likes of Sedi, Fode, and others, we staged the most successful inter-school or inter-house in that school. And from there, we train our athletes to take them to the inter-school. For the first time, we have athletes to qualify to come to the national level. Not only that, I was an advocate to make sure young girls in that area complete their education, which is an advocacy for even international organization. I was doing that. I go and visit parents, talk to them in how they can allow their young girls to complete their education, for I serve as a role model to them. I have become the first person to talk to the school to make sure that we were able to lobby this project called Amnesty International in collaboration with MOPSI to establish a human rights friendly school in that school due to my leadership qualities. Not only that, I was able to lobby the school through Francis for the school to be recognized on the Nova Scotia Gambia Association, and then we established the club in the school just to educate and enlighten students to know about their rights and responsibility and some of their health aspects. And a manga sitting in front of you here, when I left there, come to Kafuta, I used the same trend to make sure I establish leadership qualities in each and every student that I pass through. Serving as a head girl in Amitek Senior Secondary School, I didn't only focus on my personal success. No, I focused in succeeding and succeeding alongside with my colleagues, for that is only the heart of a leader. A leader thinks of succeeding and not succeeding alone, but succeed along with his or her colleagues. Coming to the University of the Gambia, which I think it will be a follow-up question about what we have done for EDUSANS that I will post for now. I will giving you that rundown. You will really know that Anna is a leader. Anna currently, like I told you, I represented the Gambia to go to Dakar and give out an annual paper of what we have done as a nation. And presenting what we have done, the Gambia was then awarded the best country in implementing their activities. It takes only a leader to do that for your country. Anna Manga here currently is serving as not a national trainer, because the training I have given within the country is enough, but I have now grown to become an international trainer where I train people on public speaking, how they can build up their confidence in order to face people to speak out what is in them. That is Anna Manga. So since my days at Gambia College also, I have handled so many areas with my colleagues to make sure that I help them grow. For I believe in this statement, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go along with people with you. For that is the heart of a leader. So due to time factor, like the moderator said, I have 4 minutes. I will stop here and continue answering about my leadership qualities in the subsequent questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We also had enough from Anamanga, the presidential candidate, about her leadership track record. We now move to Bara Jalla, as he made mention earlier. He's an independent candidate, and for the first time, he's contesting in EDUSA elections as an independent candidate. Mr. Jalla, you may also take us through your leadership track record.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable IPRO. And now, talking about leadership track record, Bara being an individual who have been a leader throughout his schooling time. Like I started during my introduction, I have been a leader from primary school to junior school to senior school, Gambia College PTC, Gambia College HTC. I have served individuals in different capacity. Starting from primary school, where I serve as a class prefect who helps students at some point try to organize classes even whereas the teacher is absent or the teacher is busy or engaged in something else. Now moving on to junior school, where I was chosen due to my hard work and support that I was giving out to students. And this was even a leadership that teachers themselves recognizing me through my hard work, through my cooperation, through my individual performance, both academic and socially. They identified that in me, and then they called me. That we normally select counselors from grade 8 and grade 9, but we are going to select you among the counselors starting from grade 7. Now from grade 7, I was a counselor coming at the second term after teachers have been observing those qualities that I have mentioned here. Grade 7, they select me as a counselor. Grade 8, I was a counselor. Then grade 9, they select me as a senior counselor. Then I serve as a senior counselor, and I also serve as the president of the Red Cross Association. And also alongside, after handing over that leadership responsibility, I was also nominated to be the president of the peer health group. Whereas I lead a group of students, I lead the school to go on campfire in different schools, one of which is Pakaliba and Japine itself. From there, now proceed to senior secondary school at Amite Senior Secondary School. Now, these individuals who are sitting here before me, who are contesting against me, they are witness of that. Even they did not meet me, but they heard about my leadership. They heard about my name. For many people who go past through Armitage after I left, if they heard the name Bara, they will shake my hand. They say, you are the one Bara. They call Bara. I told them, yes, I am the one. What's happened? They said, I heard about your name at Armitage Senior Secondary School. Then you were the assistant CFO. So from there, aside from being assistant CFO, I was the president of JARA, it's LRR, JARA, and so like LRR Students, Amity Student Association. We call them LRR Amity Students Association. This was an association that was built to help students facilitate their transportation back to their family at the end of every academic term. Now, as a president, I move around, spend my own time, my energy, and money to help connect to Mansakongo Area Council, because they were the sole responsible body that provide transportation for us at the end of every term. They will send vehicles that will collect Amity students, LRR Amity students, and they will transport them back to their families in a very safe and a conducive manner. So as a president, at the end of every term, I have to connect to the area council, do my own responsibility to get us a transport so that all the Armitage LRR Armitage students will go back safely to their home. Now, from there, now proceed to the Gambia College, where I serve as a speaker. I serve as a speaker of the Executive Council. I serve as a minister and Minister of Culture and Agriculture. I also serve as the chairperson of education, the Ministry of Education at the Gambia College, when I came back for my advanced diploma in education. The current parliamentary, Abakar Kebaji, the MP of Fonyi, can be a witness of that. When I was with him, we did the politics together. he become the minister, and I become the chairperson. Now, from there, now proceed to the University of the Gambia, where I am currently. My first year at the University of the Gambia, I was being selected to be the IPRO of the Geography Students Association. From there, I proceed to become the IPRO of the University of the Gambia Electoral Commission. Now, this is just a brief of my leadership experience. As we go, I will give you more of it. But for now, I'm going to hold here and then hand over the mic to the moderator, Mr. IPRO. Please, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. We had them enough. They were all talking about the leadership track records. Mr. Njai made mention of a marathon leadership track record, likewise Anna, and also likewise that of Bara. So the policy debate continues. We are also going for another section. Now this one soon will be starting the rebuttals. Mr. Njai, what makes you a better candidate? Quick one, huh? Just 1 minute. What makes you a better candidate for the position of presidency?
Yeah, me being the better candidate is proved by history, and the records are straight. EDUSANs know it. Me being the better candidate is because I have more ideologies, more better leadership ideologies than my opponent. Me being the better candidate is because I trust I have better network than my opponent. These are the reasons I think I'm the better candidate who is qualified, responsible, and responsive, backed by unprecedented track records that are seen, and for the record, being the best. Thank you.
Being the best candidate. So you are the best candidate for this position. Thank you so much. The same question, 1 minute.
Thank you so much, Honorable, for that wonderful question. When you talk about the best and you remove Anna, I don't think you are talking about the best then. No, you are then talking about a failing. Sure. So when you talk about the best, Anna being the best, if people claim they are the best, them being the best is Anna who made them be the best. So if someone made you be the best, of course that person is best than you. And that is Anna Manga. So when you look at the records of where I served with one of my opponent and the other opponent did not serve, the person bragging about I am the best, all those activities, if you are to register 100% success, Anna is a moment, is a part of those history of those 100% success that you are going to talk about. So then who is best? Of course, Anna is the best. And this is why you have a female candidate for the first time, is because of her competency and her leadership quality, her eloquency, her results-driven individual. This is why you see a female presidential candidate for the first time. So obviously, if you miss Anna out, you're doomed.
Thank you so much. Same question, Dabara. 1 minute.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, yeah, people are claiming that they are the best and then talking about all lot of things. But here, the university students, more especially education students, are putting a big question mark over them. Because for all throughout the 12 months that they have served, 11 or 12 months that they have served, none of them have proved it to the extent of being a good leader. Because they are unable to unite the EDUSANs. As we speak right now, EDUSANs are insulting each other on social medias. And these are individuals who claim to be a good leaders, who claim to be best leader. As individuals whom we entrusted the responsibility to become best leaders. Here are they now, leading from different individual camps. And these are the camps insulting each other on page. Students at university level, you're telling us you are the best leader. I, as an independent candidate, I believe to be the best and to be the right candidate who will come and sanitize the EDUSAN politics, who will come and unify the EDUSAN people, bring them together. Because all these people who are talking here, they lack that skill. They lack that leadership experience. They lack that leadership energy. They lack that leadership patience.
They like it. Okay.
To come to bring people together. So to come here and then brag up themselves, promote themselves that I am the leader, I am the best, hold no water as far as they can bring EDUSANs together. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Mr. Njai, any rebuttal for both Anna and Bara? Quick one. Do you have anything against what Anna said and also for Bara? You can start with Anna.
Yes. I understand someone claimed to be part of my success. And you can attest. The Constitution is very clear. There was this day we had a meeting when the entire council members wanted to take my own responsibility and give it to Anna. That meeting was hot that day. Constitutional, it was very clear that it's my responsibility to be the chair. But they all defended. They are here. They said it should be her responsibility. How did he make me succeed? Someone who don't support my own initiatives in the council. How did he make me succeed? Did she make me succeed? It's clear. Someone who don't defend my interests. That is for the general interest of the students. How did she make me succeed? I don't understand.
Okay.
So, Honorable Bara made a point.
Okay.
So long you preach peace and you are the criminal yourself, you cannot have peace. I think that is clear. So long you preach peace and you are the thief, there cannot be peace. So long you preach peace and you protect the thief, there cannot be peace. We understand that after the president, Anna has executive powers. If there is anything that is happening in the council and in the general student body, if the president is not acting or reacting, she should have the opportunity to act and react and put everything in order. Political sanity is what we need. But now who are there to protect the students to achieve political sanity? The highest powers in the council is the president and the vice president. So me, I am a minister who go through the secretariat to implement my policies and programs. Aside from that, I have no say in what is happening in the pages, the insults, and etc. If I have, it will be very little. I am not an admin. I cannot add anybody. I cannot remove anybody. The people who have the say are the people who should have done it. Bara has made a point, and I think I have to also make it very clear. It's a concern, and it's a big concern. Council members who are responsible should have come out and talk about that. But that is not the case here. Thank you so very much. I choose to stop here.
Thank you so much, and a rebuttal for both Mr. Njai and Bara.
Wow,
as well.
things are getting interesting. Somebody claimed to be an English minor did not understand simple quotation in the Constitution. EDUSANS. It is stated in the Constitution, the office of the Vice President chairs the nationwide tour. And Malcolm here chairs what we call the research team. So if you chair a research team that is embedded in the nationwide tour, then who is the overseer, the main chair? Then whom do you have to communicate to? This man was asked to send to council the names of the people that he selected to be the part of the research committee, which he refused to communicate to me because he have this tight heart that when he communicate with me, if he is transparent towards that research, it means I am the chair of the research. The council was trying to put to him that it doesn't mean when you are communicating with Anna towards the smooth running of the research embedded in the nationwide tour, Anna is the research. He said, no, that cannot happen. The moment he is informing me, it means I am the chair. Can you see how sometimes ignorance can cause EDUSANS? I am a chair of a nationwide tour. Everything that goes with nationwide tour, I should be passing, overseeing everything. But he was not willing and have that open heart to collaborate with me. Because he have this quality of a boss and not a leader. The quality of a personal pronouns I. You could hear since he started. He's only using I. He does not have the spirit of council work. He's that type of a leader, EDUSANS. And you could hear the manifestation from him since he started the personal pronoun. I have been the most succeed. I have been the most. I believe in council have succeed. And this is why I was trying for him to collaborate with me so that we have a very successful research. We do not go by a failed research. And this is why, EDUSANS, let me tell you the truth. Ask my opponent here that when it was not his policy last year to have a research embedded in the nationwide tour, it was his opponent last year. But when we had our first council meeting, council put to him, can we have this research in the nationwide tour? For he is so crucial and it will be a history for the council. He accepted. And the council gave him a tip, which was TVEC education. He agreed. He himself promised the council that I will submit chapter 1 to 3 before we embark on the nationwide tour. Guess what, Edusan? He failed to take the topic. He failed to give us chapter 1 to 3. It was thanks to Honorable Sanu, who have now, through the pressure of our Honorable SG, who pressure him that this research must not fail in the nationwide tour. Sanu led that research, and it was even a different team. That is the team that we went with the nationwide tour, because things were so prone. This man here, claiming to be the best, was busy on his personal error in traveling to go to Nigeria just to eat fufu and echake because he never tested them. This is the reality, Edustans. Are these the type of leaders you are looking for? Now, coming to political sanity, which he is talking about. Edustan, let me remove.
Are you done with?
No, wait. Let me talk about political sanity. Let me remove my glass, Edustan, so that you see my eyes. Currently, just this morning, I'm not talking about the past, just this morning, when I declared as a candidate, this man have become a PhD holder in attacking your opponent. Edison, tell me, where have you seen my write-up attacking him or attacking Bara? Just this morning, he sent a very bad write-up to the master's page, character assassinating me. Is this the type of politics you expect from this type of leader? Not at all, Edison. Now, coming to Bara, who is saying that he does not believe in various camps, for various camps are not unifying EDUSA. My question is, why do you first applied on the Team Renaissance and we went for preliminary and I dealt with you? After dealing with you there, I decided to park you because I was giving you some minor respect as my senior from Armitage. This is why at the preliminaries, I did not give out my best. But guess Armitage, EDUSANS, I did not give out my best at the preliminary at Renaissance level, which he applied, and others. I did not give out my best. I dealt with him there when I did not even give out my best. Imagine now that he is coming to face me at this point in time. I shall show him that I am Anna. I have the qualities of a leader since when I was young. This time around, I will belly him in this political arena. He will live to never and ever attend a political conversation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commander Bara. Also, starting from Mr. Njai, you reviewed, and also Anna.
Yeah, thank you very much. Moderator, I want to chip in here. Now, my point, where I'm going to start moderating, or where I'm going to start, I want to seek that privilege
Okay.
so that I can just go on.
Yeah, you'll start from Mr. Njai first. You know, I give you the opportunity for all of you to talk about the quality. Yes,
okay.
you all made mention of that.
All right.
What makes
Now,
you the best? Yes.
now when you come to
Njai, start with Mr. Njai first.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Now, I greet you everybody, and I greet Edusans. And here is Bar again with the mic to at least educate this individual who are sitting before you here. These two candidates from different political camps, who are so violent against each other here. And we are not here to commit violence against each other, but just to speak out and defend our policy, because that's what Edusans are interested of. What can we do for Edusans? And what are we ready to do for Edusans? And I said it here, for political sanity, we cannot achieve anything in this absence of unity. Now, Alassane Jai is talking about the achievements that you have registered. Now, all achievements that you have registered, if they are not registered in the name of unity, if they are not registered in the name of EDUSA, if they are not registered to push EDUSA spirit ahead, then those achievements becomes not the achievement that EDUSA seek to have. We want to have an achievement that at the end of the day, EDUSA you will be proud of it, and EDUSA will be proud of it as well. Now, coming down to Anna, I want to bring this point to her, where she said that I am talking about sanity and I'm talking about political camp. Yes. See, I applied as a candidate for preliminary under Team Renaissance because I was a member of Team Renaissance. In fact, I can tell her that quite out that I joined Team Renaissance before she even joined Team Renaissance. I don't even meet leadership in the hands of Team Renaissance. I met leadership in the hand of Team SSC. When I came, I did not look at that, yes, Team SSC are the leaders. Now let me go and join them. I met that Team Renaissance. We have been dealt with by SSC. The leadership was in the hands of Mr. Jallo and Fatoumata, how to call it? Fatoumata Koli.
It's our
Koli. All right, our Koli, and then Seydou Jallo. Seydou was the president, and then I was the vice president. These were the people that I met with the leadership. I do not look at, yes, SSC are the one in charge of the leadership. Let me go with them. I said, no. I put things in order. I look at it. I said, now let me join SSC and see what let me join Renaissance and see what I can do with them. I joined Renaissance empower them, support them, starting from Comrade Bar. I joined them, help Comrade Bar. If you can ask Comrade Bar, almost every minute he met with me, he will seek for my support. I did all what I can do. By the grace of God, they won the election almost 100%, if not 90%. Now from there, we continue the struggle. We continue the struggle comes from Musaba. Musaba's council. I did not relent. Continue supporting Team Renaissance. Do all what I can. By the grace of God, Musaba also and his council, they won almost 90%. Now coming down to what he's talking about, that yes, I apply on the Team Renaissance. Yes, I apply on the Team Renaissance because is the camp that I belonged. That's the camp I joined when I came in the university. Now he see the one talking about here. She don't even apply it. They only handpick her because she corrupted them, because she do what we call political patronage. You can go through the media, social media, through our WhatsApp page where they are listing. Anna give us this, Anna give us this thousand, Anna give us this thousand. See political, what we call political patronage, that's what is done to them. She did not apply. An individual who is part of them quietly come and tell me outright, Anna did not apply. Even the day of the interview, before we started the interview, I was sitting with her. Outright, she told me that I wasn't even interested. They just pushed me to an extent that tell me even Madam Kambi, Dr. Kambi, is part of even encouraging her to apply. She did not apply for it. And she's saying that she dealt with me. She did not deal with me. I dealt with her. Because an individual who was handpicked, and I scored 91%, and they gave her 100%. When they go give me the results, I told her it is not possible. You cannot have an interview where you score 100%. And an individual who is leading, who is part of the council right now, looking at the problems that are happening at EDUSA, and Anna have a responsibility. You cannot tell me that Anna don't have any responsibility upon all what is happening under EDUSA. Right now, our football team, EDUSA used to be known as the school that used to produce the most outstanding football, outstanding team. Look at what happened this year. You want to tell me Anna doesn't have a responsibility? As he claimed that the individual who part of the top echelon of the council, meaning that all those problems that happen, Hannah have no responsibility on that. Here comes. People are insulting each other everywhere. She's saying that she did not share any dispatch against me or against Alassane Jai. She has nothing to write against me. Unless if she want to write rubbish and share it on social media. If not, she have nothing to write against me. What can she write against me? What I am talking about is not what she's going to attack me is. What I'm talking about, as she claimed to be a leader, as she claimed to be a good leader, who has bribed individual to handpick her and drag her to become the president, which she will not by the will of Allah, to come as a leader, address the EDUSA, show them, well, we are all one. Let's unite. Because whatever we do, if we are not united, we cannot achieve anything. If we talk about hard problem with Alassane during the nationwide tour, Alassane did not come there. There's a proverb that says, if Muhammad did not answer to the mountain, then the mountain should answer to Muhammad. If Alassane did not come to her as the leader, then she should drag herself gently, honorably, and tell Alassane, why don't we do X, Y, or Z? That's what we know of a leader. But not to say that if you did not come and answer to me as because I am the chair and the vice president, if you did not come here and then talk to me of X, Y, or Z, I'm not going to do it. So let her try to understand that she is just a hand-picked individual. Anna sitting down here, she have failed the council, she have failed the student. Anna sitting down here, she told me that last year, yes, please help me. She was begging me. Please help me. If I become the president, I'm just looking for a ground so that next year I will go for SU. Why you didn't go to SU then? You are afraid. Because that's what she was singing last year. That was the pledge that she was giving all around. Because she want to contest next year, meaning this year, she don't want to contest on the EDUSA. Yeah, she's only looking for a ground to proceed at SU level. And here I voted for her, and I campaigned for her. And now she is claiming that she is a good leader, claiming of something that is not even justifiable. Well, thank you very much. I see to stop here.